You're listening to a special presentation. We have a special guest here, one of our favorite locals here at K4CO Radio, restaurateur, caterer, and owner of Cranelli's Italian restaurant, located in Lone Tree, Colorado, Lasinda Lingafelter-Crane. Thank you for being with us today. I have been in your restaurant a number of times, not to mention ordering during the pandemic. Thank goodness we had you during the pandemic.
Thank you.
It really became a staple for us.
I appreciate that.
Let's start from the beginning a little bit. Are you from Colorado?
Well, first, thanks for that intro. That was a nice little welcome there. I appreciate that. And I feel like I can say I am a native of Colorado. I've been here since I was 13.
Okay.
Moved here from Florida. But yeah, I've been in Colorado a long time.
I think that qualifies.
I think so too.
What brought you here?
My
Florida?
mom.
Okay.
My mom. I'm an only child and wanted to be with her, and just ever since. Yeah. Been all over too. Littleton and all the Littletons out there. From the way north to the way south. There's all kinds of Littletons now.
Absolutely, definitely old towns.
Exactly.
Yeah. When did this passion of yours get started as running a restaurant?
I appreciate you asking. I think the passion first started in service, actually. I didn't really get into the restaurant business until I was in my later 20s.
Okay.
I was in mortgage in my early 20s and absolutely loved it. Just, I love working with people. I have a great connection. I feel like when I meet somebody, I can really sense a good feel between that person and kind of where they're coming from and just really know how to relate. So my service really started at a young age, probably around 18, 19, when I did get into the mortgage business. My first job was at Wendy's when I was 15, and it's still over there off of Wadsworth and Bellevue. Loved that job. I really did. But yeah, restaurateur. Wow. If you would have said that to me when I was, in my 20s and 30s, I would have said,
Wendy's, you would have been what?
First of all, what is that? No. But, yeah, my husband, who's been in the business for almost 40 years now, and we've just both done a lot of things that have led us to the doors of Cranelli's.
And was Cranelli's your first venture together?
It was our very first adventure of being on our own, owning it by ourselves, and having to answer to no one.
Right.
So.
And how many years has that been?
We're going into the beginning of our 11th year on December 26th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I know. Isn't that awesome? That's crazy to say that.
That's great. Many of us know how trying the service industry can consistently be, whether one's worked in it or not, just being in a place.
Right.
As owner of Cranelli's, what have been some of your biggest challenges? And are some of them still just
right?
changed?
Obviously, most are going to say COVID. And I'll be honest with you, yes, that definitely has been the challenge. I think the biggest challenge of all is to stay present in your business. As a restaurateur, as a GM, as a manager, whatever, you have to be so present with your folks that are both working for you and also walking into your doors. And if you're not there to be a part of it and feel what's going on and allow your guests to just feel so welcome when they walk through the doors, allow your employees to know that you're in this fight with them, you're doing it wrong. I mean, you can't just show up and just show up. You got to show up and dive in. And if it's not in your heart and soul, it's probably going to be a hard thing to do. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And it shows, too.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. But, I mean, it is. It's such a passion for me to meet folks and to have this longevity with customers that we've watched children grow up. We've watched marriages happen, first dates into marriages, whatever, right? We've been a part of deaths, unfortunately. Yeah. But this is a part of life, and it's just amazing to witness it every day. And I'm grateful for it. I'm humbled by it. And I literally every day wake up and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for what I have. And I get a little emotional when I talk about it, but I mean, I can't do what I do without the folks that are with us. We have almost 100 employees. And the fact that I know that I employ that many people and support them as well. And they know I'm in the fight with them. I mean, I'll move a mountain for anyone. and that's what it's about.
I mean, and that's what people strive to work with and work for.
Yeah.
That's great. We do pre-interviews and whatnot. We like to get a sense of not just ask a bunch of questions, but get a sense of who we're getting to know.
Yeah.
And we ask for favorite bands and whatnot. You chose Fleetwood Mac.
So my gosh, Stevie.
Take a little break here.
Okay.
And we're going to play Fleetwood Mac song, and then we're going to come back and talk about some exciting new things, this delicious menu of yours.
That's good.
And all right, here's Fleetwood Mac with Dreams. We'll be back with Lasinda Lingafelter-Crane, owner of Cranelli's Italian Restaurant.
You are listening to Colorado's K4CO Radio.
And we are back with Lasinda Crane, owner of Cranelli's Italian Restaurant, located in Lone Tree, Colorado. Have you seen Fleetwood Mac live?
I've seen them 4 times now.
Wow.
Yeah, Lindsey Buckingham is fantastic
He is incredible
on stage.
guitar player, yeah.
Never stops.
No.
Doesn't even go to the bathroom.
I saw them once when they got back together, like the reunion during the late 90s, I think.
Right.
And that's when Lindsey Buckingham really impressed me.
Oh,
when
man.
I had realized I had overlooked him as a guitar player and musician.
Right.
What's your favorite venue around here?
The first one that I got to see them at was their mask tour, and it was at Red Rocks.
Perfect.
I mean, come on. Does it get any better than that?
Doesn't get any better. I was talking to him our interview yesterday, and we were just like raving about Red Rocks.
Oh, it just is.
It's just perfect.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this delicious menu of yours
Let's just do it.
without giving away too many secrets. Right?
Nah.
Have you ever been a chef as well?
It's funny. I love to cook, but I am not the cook here. It is all Jimmy. Jimmy's the one with the recipes.
Okay.
And, I always tell everybody he's a foodie. He's from Chicago, and him and his family all moved here when he was 13. He's the youngest of 5. And he's just always been that person that you go, hey, here's 6 ingredients. Do something with it. And then you're like, what the heck did you just make? Like, that's so good.
That's incredible.
But he's been very fortunate to be around people, Northerners, Southerners, Sicilians, that have taught him well. And he just soaks it up. And he just gets it. He gets how it all works together. He knows how the apple cider vinegar works with the Tabasco, that works with the marinara, that works with the olives. I mean, it's just, all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And he's very prideful in his recipes. I mean, he's consistent. He does not change things. If he does change it, it's like a special. It's not on the, menu stays the menu. Because when you come in and have that chicken parmigiana, it better be the same darn chicken parmigiana from in the very beginning.
Right. Does the menu change seasonally at all?
It doesn't. We've continuously added items to it, maybe taken 1 or 2 away, but we've just been so fortunate over the years. We've had some great chefs along the way. One of them has given us the Caesar dressing recipe. It just stuck around. He didn't take it with him. He let us keep it. Wow. The arancinis was another chef, Michelle, and she just allowed us to keep it. We have a lot of fun with that when we change the flavor every month.
Okay.
So that's been a neat thing for folks to be like, all right, what's the flavor? Like right now, it's the honey sriracha. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. You got your mozzarella and your Parmesan cheese on the inside with a little agave, so it gives it a little bit of an orangey yellow tint when it kind of melts out there, and then it sits on this honey sriracha jam. Right?
Yikes.
Yeah. Done.
I'm just picturing it, and it looks good.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to try that one.
Yeah, so, I can certainly be a creature of habit when it comes to restaurants.
Absolutely. It is. And I always tell folks, when you come in on the back of the menu, I have a QR code. Now, I am not a QR fan. I'm just not. I never did it through COVID. I gave you a menu, and I washed it. We wiped it down every single time, and we still do it.
Good for you.
But a QR code is nice because once you do that, all you're going to do is see pictures of everything. And if you're like me, I love to see pictures.
Yeah,
that's going to sell me right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's the one thing we like to tell our guests when they come in is, hey, scan the QR code, have a little fun. And I like to challenge people. Okay, you're going to get that chicken parmesan again, aren't you? No, you're not. Let's look at some pictures.
That's true. The menu does have that effect on
it's
online
fun.
learning, because
we
I
step out.
certainly love the chicken parm, and the baked ziti was one of my favorites. Definitely, I ordered that a lot during the pandemic.
Comfort food, right
What
there.
are some of your personal favorites?
Well, funny you asked that. we just redid the menu, and we had on there for the longest time the chicken cacciatore, and it said hidden gem. Now, I didn't start it saying hidden gem. I just added that because I could never understand why it didn't sell as much. I've always said, this is a hidden gem. This is like one of the best pasta dishes. And boom, as soon as I added hidden gem onto it, it's in our top 5 category. But people like it. So it got me to thinking, hang on a second, I'm going to put down Lasinda's favorite. So it's the aglio e olio. And that is just simplicity at its finest.
Maybe not saying it.
Saying it is not easy. Aglio e olio. Aglio e olio.
Aglio e olio.
It's like a scampi sauce. It's just oil, white wine, garlic, crushed red peppers, just simple. Little butter.
Best with fish.
Oh, cherry tomatoes and shrimp or sausage.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I have a lot of work to do over there.
You do. Let's start a list.
And popularity-wise, it's the hidden gem and the oily right now.
It's just so cool to watch in play when you put these little keywords down, to tell people like, hey, like one of Jimmy's favorites is the marsala. And, do we do things the same way everybody else does? Heck no. I don't want to. I wouldn't want you. I don't want you to want me to do that because I do. I have some folks that come in and say, well, that's not a chicken piccata. That's not a marsala. It's not like, well, no, it's just not like what you're used to. But allow me to make it the way we do it, and you just might like it. You just might like it. So
why bother trying a new place?
I don't want to be like everybody else.
Yeah. You have some exciting news.
I might.
Wait on that. We're going to play another Fleetwood Mac song. I was a fan of McVie. She was. I thought she was lovely.
Right? How bad is she missed right now?
I know, very much.
Christy, come on. I know.
That one.
Which one? What are we playing?
We're going to play Everywhere.
Oh.
I love her voice on this one.
Good job, Kev. That's
a
good one.
Fleetwood Mac, Everywhere.
You are listening to Colorado's K4CO Radio.
We're back with Lasinda Crane, owner of Cranelli's Italian restaurant located in Lone Tree, Colorado. And you have some new exciting news about Cranelli's. Share that with us.
Thank you for asking. We not only got to open the restaurant in 2013, but then we got to expand a little over 2 years ago during the craziest time ever in history during COVID. And we did it. And now we have taken the space on the other side. And it's not for a dining room, though. We're actually kind of creating our own space for our catering business.
Awesome.
We've always done catering, but as the years go by, it's increased, and we do weddings, we do corporate luncheons, we do bar mitzvahs, dinner rehearsals, you name it, we do it. Graduations, holidays.
That's what it sounds like, and you even help people find a venue in the area.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Bartend, serve. Let's find a venue. Let's coordinate with you. Let's just do everything because we've been doing it so long. We know the ins and outs. Mm-hmm. We're not here to nickel and dime you. I'm thoroughly disgusted by what is being charged out there by a lot of caterers and also the rental companies.
Really?
And it is. It's just like, what are you doing? Come on now.
Make it up for
those
2 years, maybe?
Absolutely. We won't go there.
No, that's another talk show.
That is another talk show, Kev.
And something else, the take and bake lasagna is something I'm definitely going to.
Right?
That started November 1st.
So we've not thoroughly done this before. It was my administrative assistant Diane who was like, why aren't we doing this? And it was last year, but it was kind of towards the end, and we were all like, why aren't we doing this? And it kind of shows your mom and pop roots because corporations don't become corporations until they have a new beginning, right? They start at the beginning, and this is how we are right now. And we're like, we can do take and bake. And so that's what we decided to do. And I said, what the heck? Let's start it in November. And so, you want a half pan of lasagna? Call me up. I'll get it ready for you tonight. Sure. Do you want me to cook it for you? I'll have it cooked for you. Otherwise, you can bake it. Easy. Done.
It comes with directions.
Done. Oh, yeah.
Just put
directions.
it in the oven.
Exactly. Do you want some garlic nuts with it? Of course you do. Come on.
Of course. Well, I'm definitely going to try that. That sounds amazing.
Oh, good.
And back to the catering, you also offer just parties in your own, private parties.
Yeah,
at
great
Cranelli's.
point. I'm glad you said that. I appreciate it.
Special menu.
Yep. We can do everything from, do you want our restaurant and buy it out? Yes, we can do that. Is it going to cost you? Of course it's going to cost you. Like I tell everyone when they call to do a private party, I have to make up for what I'm going to lose out on, right? I mean, it just makes sense. Yeah. So I can do a private party. I have a really great patio on the side that we've heated, we've enclosed. It's wonderful.
I've sat out there before.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're being whisked away to a little Italian.
It is. It's a nice.
It just,
intimate.
I've got the vines hanging out there. For the most part, it is usually the quieter spot. We get a little loud in the dining room. I get it, all those reviews out there. But you know what? I say it's loud for a reason. People are talking. People are off their phone, and they're interacting with each other, and they're having a good time.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but we're an Italian restaurant. We're freaking loud.
Oh, I like that. I love it. I've been going there for years, like I said, even when it was just half the space.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
You had the bar. When did the expand to the bar?
The little 4-person bar right there,
it's
right?
Awesome.
We would make it a 6-person bar sometimes. It was crazy. And that was the beauty of it, right? Remember when we would get the whole dining room involved and sing to everybody? And
yes.
Yeah, I'd scare the crap out of some people, though, because I get a little loud. Imagine that. But yeah, it just, the involvement of watching that little 4-person bar move to the other side now, the 12-person bar, and just seeing it, the evolution of it.
Yeah, I think we were in last spring, last time, right when we started this. And we were like, yes, we want to get to know this restaurant.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But you're back to your point that you made as far as the in-house. We can absolutely, talk to anybody about if you want to have a holiday party, a luncheon, whatever, on the weekend, doesn't matter. Just call us. We'll talk to you about it. Everyone is different. I do not price out a standard price for every person. I don't believe in it. It's just, it just doesn't work.
Good.
Everybody's different.
A custom fit party for someone.
That's what it should be about right there.
That's great. And also something that started November 1st is bonus gift cards.
And there it is.
Just in time for the holidays.
Why would I want to wait till Black Friday?
No,
I've always done it.
Christmas starts November 1st now.
That's
anyway.
exactly right. That's exactly right. Yeah, we have a great deal going on right now with our bonus gift cards. The best one is, of course, if you buy $100, you get a $25 bonus.
Okay.
So I got a lot of businesses that come down, and they do some things for their clients or their employees. And my gosh, you come down and buy $500 in gift cards, you got $125 right there for free. Why wouldn't you want to? Yeah. Gift for you, gift for me.
That's great. Help each other out.
Exactly. All you got to do is call or come down. We'll take care of you.
Perfect. And again, back to just the familial feeling of the place. Every time I've been there, you've always greeted my table and everyone else's while I've been there. And your staff has always been so kind and attentive.
Thank you.
For me and many others, I'm sure that's what has a lot to do with coming back. Like you said, you've watched kids grow up. You've watched people go and whatnot. You love to connect people with people.
Yes.
Other than your connection with your customers and just people in general, what would you credit yourself with the success of Cranelli's?
Oh, goodness gracious. You're going deep, aren't you? The success of Cranelli's. Honestly, I guess I have to go kind of back to my roots of our family. It took, without getting a little emotional, but it took all of our family. It took my mom, my dad. It took Jimmy's sisters and brothers, their children. Literally, we had some of their children, our nephews, nieces, over to help with the plumbing, with the painting, with the whatevers when we were opening up. My mom opened up credit cards for me to use to go buy all the equipment. It was such a family affair when we did this, but everyone believed in us. And I think that just shines through in everything we do, that Jimmy and I together are a force. I mean, we really are. Is it easy being married and owning a business and
working together?
Yeah, but fortunately, we're pretty separate in it as far as him being in the kitchen, me being on the front. But we make it work, and we just do. We have a strong foundation, a family foundation. Yes. Yeah.
It's admirable. I love it. I love going in there. It's a really comfortable place.
Hey, don't get me wrong, though. There's been some doozies.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, that just comes with the territory, right? When I was doing some research, I read some of your reviews, and I only read one bad one that stood out. And I won't go into it, but I know you know what I'm talking about. I just want to say your response to it was handled very well,
I appreciate
with
that.
tact and poise, and just a great example of professionalism.
Well, thank you.
When somebody compared it to a corporate restaurant, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's why. Then what are you doing here?
Exactly.
If you don't like new things, don't try new things.
Yeah,
it's not the proprietor's fault.
That's the beauty I've learned over all these years is I can finally say to somebody, "It's okay that we're not for you." I used to fall over myself to convince people that no, we messed up, we are for you. And then finally I said, wait a second, what am I doing? There's too many folks in this world. It's okay. Just like I say, I'm not going to like every dish my mom makes. Doesn't make her bad. Doesn't make my food bad because you didn't like the bolognese.
Exactly. It doesn't make it bad.
Yeah.
So when you aren't consumed with running a restaurant, catering business, how do you get away from it? What are some of your other interests, other passions?
Well, I work out a lot. I definitely love
fitness.
my fitness routines. I have a great family at UFC in Lone Tree, and I have an amazing family at Cycle Bar. Yvonne, who was the original owner of it. I mean, we have a great friendship, and if there's something about walking into a place where people know you, this is kind of segueing to the restaurant as well, but when you walk into that business, that fitness gym, that restaurant, whatever, and somebody says, hey, Lasinda, or hey, Kev, how you doing? What's going on? How's the family? Whatever. Or get your butt in here. It's time to work out. I mean, that's all you need, right? Yeah. But I have to. My brain doesn't function unless I work it out. And that's my time. And I don't apologize to anybody about needing my time for myself.
I mean, a restaurant takes...
a
lot of time.
Trust me, you want me after a workout.
Exactly.
I'm a little calmer.
Get out. All right, let's take another break.
Oh, sounds good.
Let's do one more Fleetwood Mac song. I got a surprise 80s song for you at the end.
Oh, I'm
see
excited.
If you recognize it. I've been needing an excuse to play it.
Okay.
But until then...
I will be the excuse. I love it.
This is You Make Love and Fun by Fleetwood Mac. We'll be back with Lasinda Crane right after this.
Great song.
You are listening to Colorado's K4CO Radio.
You Make Love and Fun by Fleetwood Mac. We are joined by a big Fleetwood Mac fan today.
Heck yeah.
Owner of Cranelli's Italian Restaurant in Lone Tree, Colorado, Lasinda Crane.
No.
Like I said, when I started going, it was just half of the place, and then you expanded. Any plans for a new location, or is the focus on the now and the catering and what you got going now? Your hands are pretty full.
And I love the fact that, being able to talk with you today with somebody who's been a part of the restaurant for so long. So thank you for that. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Seriously, I wanted to make sure I said that. There's been some things throughout the last several months that we've been playing around with. And I think like with any business owner, you're always going to be looking around, right? What can we do? Where should we go? And we knew that catering was something we really wanted to stay in because we do it well, because we care about every little detail that happens in that catering. So we've increased it so much that I actually have Lexi, who's my catering manager now. It allowed me to step back a little bit because that can be all consuming, just crazy. She's doing amazing. But the one thing we were looking into was a second location. We had a place in the southwest area over off of Kipling and C4. But unfortunately, they went with another business. No big deal.
Yep.
The universe has a way of, directing us, and the catering piece happened. There's some options out there. Dare I say franchise? Dare I say a second location? I don't know, but we're open to all of it.
Good.
So, but nothing's in the work right now. Just the catering space, and let's get that going, big time.
The future's wide open.
It's so wide open. Are you kidding? I'm young.
It's
Come
only
on.
been 11 years, too.
Bring it on. Let's go.
Let's do this. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh.
Anything we're missing? I want to cover everything.
I appreciate you asking that. I think just being able to have this opportunity to talk about your passion and about what drives you and what you love to do. And I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's really helped put Cranelli's on the map. It's sometimes a little overwhelming when I stop and think about it, that we've really built a name for ourselves. And I feel like it's a good name. And it's a wonderful thing. So thank you for everyone who's supported us over the years and continues to do so.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you for, like I said earlier, for being such a great staple in our neighborhood.
Thank you.
Great restaurant. I'm going to have to come in there soon and meet Jimmy.
Yes.
Meet the husband. And
well, now
I've
you
met
got
him
my
before,
number.
but now we're familiar faces. And
shoot me a text and let me know when you're coming in.
Bet. Thank you so much. Please come back again and catch up.
Count on it.
Maybe after the first of the year, next season. Good luck with everything.
Thank you. And happy holidays, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We get to say that now.
For 2 whole months.
All right. I can't take the suspense anymore. What's the song?
80s. Another one that we all miss. Olivia Newton-John. Magic.
Oh.
Thanks for being here, Linda.
Love it. Love it, Rosanna.
I almost played that.
You can tell I like Olivia Newton, too.
We'll chat soon.